welcome to The Mix. I'm Ashlynn Weitzel.
And I'm Miriam Whitlock. Today we have a special guest from our own campus radio station, WUAG. Kyle, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for taking your time to come out from the baseball game tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, tell us about that baseball game going on right now.
Are they winning?
Well, when I left, they were losing, unfortunately. UNCG's baseball team is playing Cornell, and they're losing 2-1 in the fourth.
Man,
when I left.
Maybe they can catch up though, right?
Well, because I left, they'll probably start winning.
Really?
Yeah, I have that kind of effect.
We hope so, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, tell us how you got to be the sports director at WUAG.
Well, I had been at the station for, I guess, a little over 2 years, and I had been doing a couple of, well, not a couple, several sports reports, because you take the radio lab course, you get assigned to a department. I wanted to do sports. And so when the position came open this year, a couple of us applied, and I told them I had, this vision for a sports show and to just sort of improve the sports department, and I guess they thought that was good too, and so that's how I ended up getting the position.
Well, we're glad you're there.
Well, thank you.
So tell us a little about what you do. You have your own show, a sports show?
Yeah. Well, my main job as sports director is to record daily sports updates that play 15 after the hour every other hour. But along with that, yeah, we have a sports talk show where people can call in. Unfortunately, they don't.
And what's the number to call in?
334-5450. It's the main line. And I co-hosted. It's called The Sports Cycle with Stephen Bradley, who was a BCN major and is now doing nothing in that show. And Jack Goings, who's still in the department.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun.
So
Really
what
is.
do you talk about UNCG sports?
We talk about everything. We try to make sure we devote at least a good 15, 20-minute segment to what's going on with UNCG sports. And then right now, obviously, we're talking a lot about college basketball with the tournament going on. And actually, when the brackets came out about a week ago, we spent the entire show, the entire 2 hours, talking about that, and people were probably really sick of us, but we needed it really to get through it.
How did you get involved in sports? I mean, I know that you've always wanted to be in some form of media, whether it be television or radio, but how did you choose sports specifically?
Well, that's hard to say. I mean, I was so young when I started watching sports. I can't really narrow it down to a specific
Just a passion and a love.
Yeah, I mean, I was, I think, 4 years old when I started watching the Super Bowl, so it's just been something I always wanted to do. And I can remember watching some Chicago Cubs games on television and trying to do my own Harry Carey impressions and trying to announce the game. And so it's been great to have the opportunity here to actually do some of that, both on the radio and now doing the baseball games for Spartan All Access.
Well, Miriam, I know he has a great voice, and I want to hear his best announcing voice. So can you give us a sample of that?
My best announcing voice.
Yes.
Pretend it's the big part of the game.
The big part of the game. So it's like, well, now here's the 2-2, and that's well hit to left, at the track, at the wall. It's out of here.
Awesome.
Home run, and the Spartans win.
Good job. Awesome,
That's
Kyle.
really cool.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
So you're a senior, right?
Yes.
Graduating in May.
Well, I don't actually officially graduate till the summer.
Okay.
Supposedly,
And why is that? What class are you missing?
biology.
Of course.
I kept putting it off.
Something that we're not even interested
I
in
got my
right now.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I got my foreign language thing out of the way,
Yeah.
but I had been putting off
The
the
worst.
biology.
Life science.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping they'll let me walk in May.
Oh, yeah, they will. You'll
Supposedly.
walk with us.
Yeah.
Or we'll drag you across the
You'll
stage.
drag me.
Yeah.
As long as I get across one way or the other, I don't
That's all
really
that
care.
matters.
So what are you planning on doing after you graduate?
Well, hopefully get a job.
Yeah.
I do like the radio over television. So, there is one sports radio station in the area over in High Point, 790 AM. So maybe I'll see if
Is that the ESPN one?
Uh,
Or did they shut down? Because I did a show with them one time.
I think that one's gone. I think that became like a Mexican format station.
Cool.
1590.
Yep,
right?
it was 1590.
Yeah,
I went over there a long
that's not
time
there
ago.
anymore,
I was like a
so-
freshman when I went over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was really fun.
But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm looking at. And, I mean, I'd be willing to do TV. It's not like I wouldn't, so.
Which I think you're great at that too. We've seen your work in classes that we've had together, and you're awesome. Well,
or you and I could just have our own morning talk
I know
show,
we always talked about
you know?
that. Remember
Yeah.
that?
Well, I remember, Ashlynn, she came on the radio one time this past summer when I was there and started just talking like she had been there for like 2
I
years.
can imagine her doing that.
We like to talk. That's why we're up here doing
right.
this, right?
We're good talkers.
That's right. We love people and love to talk. So tell me a little bit about what a daily basis for you. What's the first thing you do when you come into the station, and how do you get your stories developed? What do you do?
Well, mainly the source I use is just the local paper, the News and Record,
Okay.
and I take that into the office with me and start reading that and try to think of maybe 2 or 3 stories that I think would be worth recording, and then try to narrow that down from there. Either decide if I want to do just a longer report on one story, or if I want to sort of combine it.
Okay.
Which would be similar to a news update that we play on the station. The news director likes a 3-story format. So sometimes I'll do that if there's not one major story.
Well, tell us how someone on this campus could get involved in the radio station.
The radio station? Well, 2 good ways to do it. One, you can just go right by and fill out an application. We have applications in the program director's office. And another good way is just by taking the radio lab course, which is BCN 190 for freshmen and sophomores and 490 for juniors and seniors.
Okay.
And that's a real good way to do it. You get, I think it's a 1-hour credit course, but you get assigned to, you can do sports reports, news reports, review CDs for the music department, or work for our promotions director in promoting the concerts and other events that WUAG puts out.
Well, Kyle, we want to thank you for
Thank you so
coming,
much.
and remember to tune in to 103.1 WUAG. That's our own UNCG radio.
Here, Kyle, tell you all about the sports, everything that's going on. Thank you so much, Kyle, for joining us.
Oh, thank you very much.
Always a pleasure. I'm Ashlynn Weitzel.
I'm Miriam Whitlock. We'll see you next time on The Mix.
Bye-bye.